Hello, everyone. My name is Luke. How are we beautiful people doing today? Um, this is a fan in Husker land, and this is my reaction to immediately after Nebraska loses to Purdue 28-23. Um, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. Martinez threw three interceptions on the day. Purdue managed the game well. We made Aiden O'Connell look like a not even a Heisman contender. He did what Tanner Morgan did. All he needed to do was manage the game, and that's exactly what he did for the entirety of this game. Nebraska's offense sputtered in the second half, getting a touchdown after scoring 17 in the first. Many times during this game, I just was in the back of my mind, it was just nagging at me that Nebraska was going to lose, and I just knew it because no matter what any fan says, no matter what any Twitter account says, Skurs by 90, all that crap that I say too. I said it this morning, but I knew that Nebraska was going to find a way to lose. And it's just a Nebraska thing to have it so we decide to lose in a one-score game because we have to go 0-6 in all six of our losses, making them one-score games. We just can't. In the entire season, you could say is summed up in that onside kick. We're right there. Cam Taylor-Britt has a chance to recover the onside kick and give Nebraska a chance with a minute 40 left to go in the game. And it just gets taken from him from a team that wants it more. Illinois wanted it more. Oklahoma wanted it more. Michigan State wanted it more. Minnesota wanted it more. Purdue had wanted it more. And now we sit at 3-6. I'm going to take this as Scott Frost's game. This is the game that defines his career at Nebraska. I don't think he comes back from this. I genuinely believe Scott Frost is just final nail in the coffin. Nebraska will have a new head coach next year. I thought that maybe if we got a couple wins here in these last two games, beat Wisconsin or Iowa, and won this winnable game against Purdue, I thought maybe he would have bought himself a little bit more time. But after this performance today, I don't think that he's coming back from this. As a true, honest Nebraska fan, I just don't see how he's coming back from this. You see this right here? This is University of Nebraska Huskers from the 70s and then the 90s. Their records and their championships. 11-0-1, 13-0, 13-0, 12-0, 13-0. Five-time national champions. I should just break this because it doesn't mean anything anymore. It means nothing to be a Nebraska fan anymore because we should just accept that we are a 500 at best team. We haven't had a winning seasons in what I believe is now 4 seasons with Scott Frost. We haven't had a winning season in 6 years, I believe. 6 years. I've been at games. I've been to a game every single year except for last year since 2006. I've seen highs against Northwestern's Hail Mary, against Illinois where Amir Abdullah had a career day. I've seen lows such as Oklahoma State, Indiana in overtime, Oklahoma State in 2007, Indiana in overtime. I've seen pretty bad wins such as Baylor in 2009 or 10 where we kind of struggled against them. I've seen all these games. I've seen dominating wins like we had against Arkansas State. I've seen us have a huge win against Oregon, a program that is in the top 10 in the country right now, and just dismantled Colorado. And we've beaten them. We've beaten them in the last, it was 2016, 5 years ago we beat them. 6 years ago we beat them. And we've gone nowhere. I don't know what to think anymore. Our offensive side of the ball, I don't know what to say about Martinez. Martinez just how can you put in so many damn good performances throughout the season and then you just decide to, excuse my French, shit the bed in this game? He played terrible. There's no chopping around it. There's no getting around it. Oh, he played well against them. Oh, he's under attack. He threw 3 interceptions. One of them, he decided to do a little pitch pass right to the defender. Can't remember who it was. The last interception wasn't necessarily his fault because it was tipped. A great hit, great play by Purdue. 2 picks. One that was his fault, and the other one I can't quite remember because I'm kind of pissed off right now, so I can't really remember how that one went. But Martinez, the experiment is over. It's done. Logan Smothers should get a start. Heinrich Harburg should get a start because we're going nowhere with Martinez. We're 0-6 in one-score games. We have a chance against Michigan, and we go through 4 straight plays doing nothing. He misses a wide-open receiver right over the middle of the field. I believe it was Martin or Falk or Ramir Johnson off the top of my head. I don't know what to think anymore. I've been texting my brother back and forth, and we just agreed that, yeah, it's over with Frost. It's over. Martinez needs to leave this year, too. I don't care what people say anymore. He didn't fumble as much this year. He fumbled against Michigan. I don't care what any Nebraska fan says. You can't fumble in that situation. He throws 3 interceptions against Purdue. He doesn't throw a pick against Minnesota, but guess what? He basically has a turnover when he throws the ball out of the end zone and gets an intentional grounding. So yes, I am warranted to say that over the past couple weeks. I'm warranted to say Martinez sucks. Because he shows great performances, and then he shits the bed. He's a Spencer Rattler, except at least Spencer Rattler has won 10 games in his career, because Martinez hasn't. 10 games in a season. Martinez has barely won 10 in his career at Nebraska. I don't know what the actual stat is, and I don't care because it doesn't matter. Adrian Martinez sucks. The defense can't come up with key stops. I don't know how we can hold the leading rusher in the Big Ten and a potential Heisman candidate and Kenneth Walker to 10 total yards in the second half. But then against Minnesota and Purdue, we make their quarterbacks look like they can't miss a throw. Oh wait, Tanner Morgan only missed 1 throw at one point during that game. So yeah, that kind of screws that one up, don't it? I'm so upset. I'm so upset right now. I don't know what to think. I don't know who we hire. I don't know if we go with Luke Fickell because he's in the AAC and we went with Scott Frost and that didn't work. I don't know who's going to come in to recruit. I don't know who's going to be the person to lead us to the promised land. I don't think Nick Saban can do it. I don't think Dabo Swinney could do it. I don't think Mario Cristobal can do it. So I don't know who's going to do it. I tried this season. I was a great fan this season. After the Illinois loss, was I pissed? Yeah, but because I knew what our cap was. We only lose by a touchdown to Oklahoma. And if we have a kicker during that game, who consequently enough didn't kick today, we may have won that game. After the Michigan State game, I was like, good God, we just can't win these games. I'm at Michigan. I'm in Memorial Stadium when we play Michigan. We are tied with one of the best teams in the country. After today, not. But at the time. And we lose. And that's when I was like, it's over. We're going to come out against Minnesota. We're going to put in a terrible performance because everyone's going to get hype after a 56-7 demolition of Northwestern, perennial powerhouse in the Big Ten. And that's exactly what happened. We lose to Minnesota and we lose to Purdue. We have Wisconsin, Iowa, and Ohio State. Ohio State's up next. They're going to kill us. They're going to kill us if we play like we did today. And we'll get this cheap, we had a great week of practice. Or we may, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Nebraska is in a 1-score game with Ohio State. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And it give people false hope. But after this game, I can't do it anymore. I can't. I cannot continue this. 0-6 in 1-score games. Scott Frost was supposed to change Nebraska culture, and we haven't done that. And we got mad at Bo Pelini for winning 9 games, and we fired Mike Riley when he went 4-8. So that means we should fire Scott Frost after going 4-8, 5-7, 3-5, and now potentially 3-9. We made Aiden O'Connell look like a Heisman quarterback. David Bell, I'm pretty sure, had over 100 yards receiving today. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, this may turn into a weekly thing, but I don't know. It's so frustrating, and I can't do it anymore. All you Nebraska fans out there, I love you to death. I love you to death. But those of you who keep riding Scott Frost, even if you aren't on the fire him train, I'm not on any train. I just tell it like I see it. And Frost hasn't performed. But if you're on the Scott Frost train right now saying we can't fire him, go ahead. Because you know what? He hasn't given you anything this year to say otherwise. It doesn't matter if they're one-score games. They're still losses. And they're losses to Minnesota and Purdue. In a year with the Big Ten West being terrible. Terrible. Let's not mince words here. Iowa isn't that good. They lost today. They got trounced by Wisconsin. We're going to finish at the bottom of the Big Ten West right now. We're going to finish last. Northwestern, it might finish above us. But you guys just keep preaching. One score losses, it's progress. Ain't no damn progress. Ride or die on Martinez, it's all Frost's decisions, and he deserves to be criticized. And Martinez played terrible today, so Frost deserves to be criticized. If they fire him, it's not going to surprise me. If they keep him, it's not going to surprise me. You know why? Because I'm prepared for anything. And I'll be Nebraska till I die. There's a reason why I have this, and why back home I have a picture of Matt Davison getting the catch against Missouri signed by him. There's a reason why I have that. There's a reason why I have Nebraska blankets. Because it's how I was born and raised in a small town community in Nebraska, and all I want to see is Nebraska do good again. That's all I want to see. 7 wins a season, and I'd be fine with that. And we aren't getting that. So that's my after-game thoughts. As I said, this is a fan in Husker land. Purdue final thoughts. We lose 28-23. You beautiful people out there, stay safe. Go party. And go Big Red.